Dan. And like I always say all the time, it really seems like time flies by. And I can't believe that Halloween is next weekend. Like, it's just, the time has just flown. And, like, I don't usually talk about my personal life. I try to keep it just about the books because, to be honest with you, I like to maintain a certain amount of privacy when it comes to this because you never know if you're going to get somebody who's going to be like a troll or be like someone who's going to want to stalk you or, you know, just have bad thoughts towards you. So that's why I try to keep it, you know, private, and I try not to talk too much about my own personal life. Like, for instance, a lot. I noticed this has kind of been trending. Like, I've seen it a lot on Twitter, but I kind of agree with it that a lot of book reviewers are kind of reminding authors and people who read the reviews that us reviewers, we do this as a hobby. It's not a job. We're not paid to read and review your books or books in general. We do this because we enjoy reading. We enjoy reading certain genres and certain types of books, and we want to share these books. And maybe, you know, for me, for instance, I want to help promote indie authors because I feel like there's a lot of good indie authors out there that just don't have the publicity, and I want to help them get known and help build an audience for them, if that makes any sense. So, yeah, but like I noticed that, like, you know, sometimes I feel like the public needs to be reminded of that we're not being paid to do this. Yeah, we get affiliate links, and sometimes we get a few cents here and there if you guys buy stuff, but we're not making any money from this. And so yeah, like I worked 2 full-time jobs in the summer because yeah, bro, I need the money, you know, like, so, and I still managed to maintain my channel, and I still uploaded content every weekend, working 2 full-time jobs, so I still managed to read and upload content. But yeah, it is what it is, and I don't want this to be all, you know, I don't want it to feel like, you know, but, you know, every little bit helps out. For like, if people donate money, it helps. You know, it helps me. You know, like if you buy stuff through my channel links. This time around, I'm gonna make it a habit now. If I buy any comics, because I know not all you guys are here for the comics. So I'm gonna share the comics first, which I only purchased 4 comics this past month. So I'll share the comics first, and if you want to, like, fast forward to the books, you can do that. That way, you know, you don't have to sit through the whole video if you don't want to. But, of course, last month I picked up a basket full of heads. This month, this came out, The Lolo Woods by Carmen Maria. I don't know if it's Machado or Machado. Forgive me, I don't know how to pronounce her last name. I think it's Machado. It might be Machado, but this is the author of Her Body and Other Parties. This is her comic that she did for Hill House Comics. I will read and review this sometime in the future. So, like, I wanted to collect those Hill House books because I like horror and I like comics, and I also got, this one came out the week after that one, The Dollhouse Family by M.R. Carey. If you're not familiar with M.R. Carey, he wrote The Girl with All the Gifts. He also did some writing for Lucifer. I think he did Age of X-Men, or not Age of X-Men. There was an X-Men book that a story he had written that I really enjoyed, and I think he did some Fantastic Four and Daredevil and all that. He's a really good writer. I really enjoy his writing, even though I didn't think his sequel to A Girl with All Gifts was all that great. It was okay. And then I picked up Batman Detective Comics, Blood of Heroes. That's volume 8. And And then I'm not sure this one's even going to be that great, but I kept seeing it. And I'm intrigued because it's Justice League United, Justice League Canada. I think that's an interesting concept, so it's sort of like DC's take on the Alpha Flight, I guess. Might be crap. It might be bad. But this is volume 1, so I figured it might be interesting to check that out. And now let's get on with the books, the novels and novellas and all that. Wayne Fenlon, if you're not familiar with who Wayne Fenlon is, he is a huge supporter of the horror and indie community. Really great guy. I cannot say too much more about him. He's a really good guy. And to be honest with you, I did not know that he wrote. And he DM'd me one day, and he says, hey, I got this book out. Would you mind reading and reviewing it? And I was like, sure, Wayne. Because I know he's a great guy, so that's why I was like, yeah, I'll do that for you. So and I gotta say, the Scattered Little Pieces, I did not know, I've never heard of Drabbles before. I kind of had to do some research. And I'm kind of impressed that he wrote short stories. They're 100-word stories. So I'm kind of impressed with the idea that, he kind of constrained himself to this limit of 100 words per story. That shows a lot of control and a lot of skill to be able to do that. So I've heard some good things about this from a few people who have already read this. So yeah, I'm looking forward to reading and reviewing this. And I thought it was cool that he also included a real leather bookmark from Scotland, because he is from Scotland. This is pretty cool. I definitely appreciate the gesture. And he autographed the inside for me. I really appreciate that. Like I said, Wayne's a great guy. If you don't know him, he's a big supporter in the community. And people keep recommending me this series. It's the Earth Children series, but I think the first book is The Clan of the Cave Bear. And I remember seeing the movie. I think her name is Daryl Hannah. She was in what the hell was that mermaid movie, Splash? And I don't think she's been in anything. I don't think she does movies anymore. But she was in Clan of the Cave Bear series, and so like people have recommended this series to me. I enjoyed the movie, and I have yet to read the first book. But I happened to find book 2, and it's like in near mint condition. I don't even know if anybody even read this. And plus the cover looks really fabulous, so I'm like, score, definitely gonna take that. And they also had book 3, The Mammoth Hunters. And like I said, you can tell somebody had read it because there are finger pressure marks on the side. But whoever read it, they didn't crease the spine, which I tend to do that myself when I read books. I try not to crease the spine. I like to keep my books in good condition. I've got another Edward Lorne book. This one I purchased way back in July, if not July, I think the end of July. Yeah, the end of July. He had posted that he was retiring the Edward Lorne name, because I don't know what his real name is. I know it's not Edward Lorne. And he was like, I'm gonna, do this. I'm gonna sell these books and autograph them and mail them out. So I ordered this way back in July. I didn't get this until beginning of October, and it's The Betting of Boys. I have heard great things about his books. I've never read a single one of his books, but I guess this is about a woman who lures young boys in with sex and then she kills them. So it seems interesting. And I don't know. I don't know when I'm going to get to any of these books, because I've got this massive TBR of indie author books that I've got to read and review yet, but yeah. And then I picked up. Now I have all of Max Booth III's books. A host. That's what he always says in his podcast. It's Max Booth III, a host. Yeah, so I got We Need to Do Something. This is the one about a family trapped in a bathroom during a tornado warning. It's a novella. It's really short, and I'm not sure how this scenario could be so good, but everybody has raved about this book, so I was like, I gotta get this book. I gotta get this book. Just so I can find out what all the hype is about. And then I've been, in the beginning of the month, I was searching for Halloween decor, and I go everywhere when it comes, because you never know what kind of good Halloween stuff you're going to find if you shop around. I don't usually shop at the Dollar Tree, but for those of you in the UK, the Dollar Tree is like Poundland, and I went in there and looking for Halloween decor, and I saw all these books from Tor, and I'm like, that's unusual because the Dollar Tree does not usually have like big publisher books for sale. So I saw that, and I was like, books from Tor. I'm like, I'm going to take a look at these. And then I happened to see this, All Are Wrong Todays. This is a book about time travel. And I saw this and I was like, I remembered this cover and this title because this was on my TBR, and I remembered that, and I was like, sweet. I was like, I can get this for $1. I'm like, I'm definitely gonna grab that, and it's a hardcover too. So like, how can you pass up a book from a major publisher for like $1? I think it's because it's got dings. It's got like dings, and I think that's why the whole lot, because like the covers are kind of slightly, they're dinged. So apparently the shipment probably got damaged or something, and they're like, oh, we can't sell these because some people are particular when it comes to buying books, and I can't really blame them because whatever the original asking price for this, was 26 US. I can kind of see, with it being dinged up like that, I could see them not wanting to pay $26 for a dinged up book. But yeah, those are the books that I picked up for the month of October. If you've read any of these, or you want me to read one of them sooner rather than later, let me know your thoughts down below. I'll try to arrange something. Right now, I know realistically, I think my indie author TBR is going into 2021. I mean, I'm so backed up with books I've got to read and review that, yeah, I've gotta get to them. I've really got to crank down and get some of these out. And it's like, I was thinking the other day, I'm like, when reading stops being fun and it feels more like a chore, that's why, another reason why I wanted to reiterate the whole, we do this as a hobby. It's not a job. We're not being paid to read and review these books. And a lot of people, I think, forget that we're not being paid. But yeah, I'm going to throw down a general Amazon link and, my coffee link if you don't mind donating $1 or $2. But that's all I got for you guys. Like I said, comment below if you've read any of these. If you came here looking for book reviews and recommendations, please hit that subscribe button. And while you're there, hit that notification bell. That's all I got for you guys. Stay healthy and be good to each other. And I don't think she's been in anything. I don't think she does movies anymore, but she was in the Clan of the Care Bear. Clan of the Care Bear. Clan of the Cave Bear! God, I still haven't finished my caffeinated beverage, so yeah, that little blooper, I'm probably going to have to edit that out, the Clan of the Care Bear. But the Clan